Well, after a very enjoyable lunch at Ballycroy National Park, my plan was to go straight to Belmullet. And as I was driving down, I saw this sign that kind of guided me in the direction of Claggan Island. And I thought, wonder what that's like. Well, I don't know if you can see it behind me for those of you on social media, but it's another startling piece of landscape in County Mayo. Ian McAndrew, who's a local historian and well known in the Belmullet area, I gave him a call and fair dues to him. He came out and we're at Claggan Island. In fact, we're also at one of the wonderful and amazing sculptures that is all part of the North Mayo Sculpture Trail. And I asked Ian if he'd come out and explain a little bit to me about this. Ian, thanks a lot for being with us. This is a beautiful part of the country.
Beautiful. You're very welcome, Tommy. Most of the world will have heard of Craggy Island with Father Ted, but you're on Claggan Island with the Howard family. In the parish of Balmorad, looking out on Blacksod Bay at the site of the old Coast Guard station to guard the entrance into the old town of Balmullet. And as you said, the sculpture trail, which we're very, very proud of, long before the Wild Atlantic Way, 27, 28 years ago, people conceived a North Mayo outdoor sculpture trail. And they commissioned works of public art all the way from Ballina through Killala, Ballycastle, up through the coast of Erris and right out here to Claggan, and it ends back at Blacksod. And it's a fabulous amenity. As I said, it was a Wild Atlantic Way before its time, that people actually got the book, they learnt about it in the tourist office in Ballina, and they hit away on a Sunday or tourists would come. They are professional, done by professional artists. The one we're at was done many, many years ago. The Howards donated the land free of charge. They facilitated tourists coming out, and they can go from this to the next sculpture trail along. There's one such one in England, an outdoor sculpture trail, but nothing like this in Ireland. It's Ireland's largest public art, the North Mayo Sculpture Trail, and no better setting than out here on Claggan Island.
It's absolutely amazing. How many sculptures do you know are on the entire trail?
There are 17 or 18, and some of them this one is very, very well maintained by the Howard family for tourism. Some of them got overgrown, they grew outdated, brambles, briars, mountain reclaimed. Some of them, they're very coastal, so erosion and so on. So a few years ago, a group of us got together, and with the help of Mayo County Council and the now retired Peter Hines, led the initiative to revisit them and either redo them or upgrade them and new signage. So you saw the sign for Cheer Sáile and Elon Clegan, and that's what drew you to it. So you can follow the maps. The book that's in your hand was updated as well. So some of them have been given a fresh lick. Some of them have reimagined for the modern age. Some of them had bad access points. Now it's hoped to grow it in the next few years, because you come out this far, there's no toilet facilities. Now you don't want toilet facilities, you don't want to spoil it in one way, but at certain stages along the way we should have more picture boards explaining where the next one is, what the history of this one is, etc. So there is money allocated for signage, for picture boards, storyboards to be there to help the tourism along. But their initiative, and Lawrence can tell you, with his pods and the Coast Guard station done up for visitors, that and the tourist sculpture has put Claggan on the map.
It's incredible, and you can drive actually along the Strand at particular times of the day.
Yes, you have to. The Ginnellies and Howard families who have inhabited the island for centuries, along with the old Coast Guard people who were mostly British or British extraction of that time. And they have always to transverse the little narrow strip of land at Shrap Beach. And at high tides and the wind a certain way, it's inaccessible. It's a full island. Today it's beautiful. The tide is well out. We drove across the Strand coming out here. But it's a harsh place to live in winter. But as you see, the land is good. There's good farmland here. So it sustains them. But the new tourism development of it really sustains the people in their own area.
You mentioned the Coast Guard Station House and Lawrence Howard Jr. Lawrence, you of course are the man behind this. Not alone is it a beautiful guest house, you also have these two amazing pods in the front garden or the back garden, whatever you want to call it, with these amazing views. How long are you running this particular business?
The Coast Guard station we opened for visitors after we rebuilt it in 2010, and such was the demand. When I moved home in 2013, we knew the demand was there for something else, something different. So being a bit, I don't know, crazy or whatever, we decided we'd have a go at glamping. It was kind of just a little known, it was just getting going at the time. We said we'll try 2 pods, and I mean it's just been crazy ever since. It hasn't stopped. We've had people from Alaska, New Zealand, and we have people from less than 5 kilometres away staying with us. It calls a lot of different nationalities and people. It's just something different.
And what is different about it is it's literally peace on earth. It's away from the hustle and bustle, even though you can see Belmullet lights at night time, and you can get all of these amazing views. It's just the quaintness and the quietness of the place that obviously people who live busy lives, this is just their breakaway from the world.
It's just an escape, wherever you come from, you get here, that's it, you're on your own. You walk to the back of the farm there where you're looking at the peninsula jutting down behind you. At that point, you're probably at least half a kilometre away from the next human, and maybe more. You're out there on your own with the elements, and you have the seals, the otters, everything else, all the flora and fauna there at the back. You've to the south, you've Blacksod Lighthouse, you've Eagle Island over the other side. People just can't get enough of that kind of the quietness and everything else.
And do you find that people are also just coming up here out of nosiness just to find out what's going on? Because it is very, very spectacular and very different. I mean, the pods, in many ways, you just don't expect to see pods in a place like this.
No, it's something, it's so different. The whole setting is so different. It's definitely not what you expect. We do get quite a few visitors, and it's great to see because given our, I suppose, farming can be a fairly isolating kind of venture. So when you're meeting different people, whether it's through the glamping or the self-catering, you're the whole time you're meeting new people. My aunt lives Sarah Ginley, and her family live on the other half of the island. So it's very much a family a family island, family affair. So it's a great place to live. And I suppose more so, we've 3 young boys. Since they came along, we really appreciate. They can run out the front door, go play with their friends in the pods who they've never met before, but all of a sudden my friends are here, and off they go. It's a brilliant way of life.
Well, fair play, Lawrence. Thanks very much for well, you didn't invite us, we actually came upon you, but it's been a lovely experience at Claggan Island and the like. Anyway, listen, I got up this morning because I was going to Belmullet, and we're halfway through the day and I still haven't got to Belmullet, but I guarantee you we're on the way there now.